So the EA E3 conference was the day, and I would have to say it was a slap in the face. They just showed games we already knew about, and then they showed a co-op game that nobody's going to play because it's co-op only. And what else did they show? They showed FIFA, and they had two guys who nobody knew, who were probably fake, go up on stage. They had a whole bunch of fake streamers for some reason. I guess they couldn't afford real streamers. They had to get the fake ones that had never done that in their entire life. Just made it up for the show, for the conference. And then they had a bunch of stupid Star Wars stuff at the end. Star Wars Battlefront was okay. The whole intro was really dumb because they, once again, they said, "Oh, here's a whole bunch of people nobody cares about talking about the game for some reason." It was dumb. They should have just showed the games and stopped with all the bull crap. I don't care. Nobody cares about these random people who we know you're paying to pretend to care. These people have never played games in their entire life. And I know that because you guys obviously paid them to be there. You guys could use real people like me. Pay me to be there. People like me. Pay me $1 million to show up and I'll talk about your crappy games and say how they're the best games ever made. And also there's that BioWare game. They forgot to show it at the EA conference, so they're deciding they're just going to show it at the Microsoft conference tomorrow. Now that's a pretty dumb thing, to just completely forget that you had a game in the show until the last second, and then you had to beg Microsoft to let that game show up on the show, on their conference. If I were running EA, I wouldn't have let that kind of stuff happen. I wouldn't have just forgotten there was a game. And apparently there's a wall protecting the city from dinosaurs or something. It's a very original idea. You know, there was a Fox show about dinosaurs. People went to the past. Apparently this would not have any effect on the future whatsoever. Like one of them stopped them from accidentally being born. And so they wouldn't, and thus not being able to get back into the past. Not being able to go into the past. Anyway, let's not talk about that crappy TV show. Let's talk about how the EA conference was complete crap. Which it was. They didn't have, yeah, I was going to say they didn't have anybody saying stupid things on stage, but they were, every single thing being said on stage was stupid, especially from those fake soccer people. Those two guys in the Blazers, fake. Completely fake. All those streamers, all fake, just like I said earlier. Wouldn't be surprised if all the gameplay was pre-rendered. Need for Speed looked cool. Apparently people forgot that Burnout would move the camera to look at crashes, so now people are saying that never happened in Burnout. Those people are dumb. They've never played Burnout, and if they don't think the camera follows the crashes, what a bunch of dummies. Let's see, what else? I didn't even bother watching the Star Wars stuff. I just stopped watching it when they said, here's some people nobody cares about talking about the game. Thanks. Maybe you guys could have just shown it, which they did right afterwards apparently. So I don't know why they just skipped the stupid stuff about talking about the game that you were going to show anyway. Did you forget? Did you think the video wasn't going to be there? Dumb. Very dumb. If I was running E3, I would have kicked EA out for that stupidity. Tomorrow is the Microsoft and Bethesda conferences. For some reason, the Bethesda conference is really late at night. They're probably going to do a midnight release or something. It's probably going to be tonight at midnight. We're going to put out a patch for Fallout 4. It's going to put VR mode in everybody's game. And also it's going to do a whole bunch of performance stuff because VR needs like 90 frames per second. So that's what's going to happen. You heard it here first. And they're going to show off Wolfenstein as well. And remember, they had the Bethesda invite that showed the two unknown games. One had stars on it. That's probably going to be The Evil Within because nobody cares about that game. The Evil Within 2. The other one's going to be Wolfenstein. Well, technically, the one with stars on it weren't stars. They were triangles on a blue background. but it looked a lot like space with stars in it. You could say that was a star field, but it isn't. It's going to be the Evil Within 2. It's going to be like, they're going to say, this is what happens when you die, and you'll be looking up to the sky where you can see stars. That's the explanation here. And then, of course, Ubisoft's going to screw up their conference. I can't remember. The PC conference, just don't even bother with that. The other ones, the last million times they did it, sucked. EA's E3 conference made me very tired. I think I'm going to go to bed now. Good night.